Okay. What is going on, guys? It's Vision, and I'm back bringing you the second game of the day between AX and Exodus right now. AX on the blue team. The bans are already out. Today, I am being joined by Crocorok all the way from the UK. What's up?
Hey, I'm here from the UK, as I said. We are watching AX versus, what was it again?
Exodus. AX versus
Exodus, my bad. First ban
Just
incoming.
the bans are out, and we see top lane focus. Lissandra and Irelia being banned out. What do you think about Lissandra right now in this top lane?
They've also banned no, they're like banning out these powerhouses from top lane right now. Like Lissandra is brilliant. The CC that she brings, the engages that she brings, like Na's also brilliant, but like obviously a very high skill cap at the moment, just because you've got to measure his rage bar, etc. And Irelia is just a. Let's be honest, as soon as you hit level 6, it's pretty hard to 1v1 her in lane.
Yeah, but once she gets, level 11, when she gets the double max on both her skills, that is the 2 damage, it really ramps up. So it's annoying to deal with. Lee Sin being banned out by the purple team, and he's an annoyance.
That's going to be targeted towards jungling, I guess, not towards...
Yep, I believe it is Incarnation who's doing the jungling. That is a targeted ban. Lucian being banned out, they have seen last game, so just bringing you up to speed. Last game, Danny's Exodus was playing.
And the Kha'Zix is a very odd ban, actually.
Yeah, the Kha'Zix, we've seen this before. Actually, these are targeted bans. Axe's jungler plays Kha'Zix.
I just don't personally feel that Kha'Zix is a strong jungler at the moment. His sustain isn't the greatest. He has a very hard time progressing through the early game. Like pre-6, it's a very hard time for him to stay alive, even in his own jungle. So some counter jungling by said J4 would have been a pain, or another champion they could have just killed him off with time.
Yep, but Incarnation has been known for his Kha'Zix. I mean, the first time we saw Kha'Zix being banned out against Incarnation, even I was like, what the heck? Kha'Zix is he's not strong in the jungle. Why are they banning him out?
Well, I guess some people are good with champions and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
it's a targeted ban,
But that Amumu is a very odd pick, considering.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll see it being locked in, because Jargon can exert a lot of pressure against the Amumu in the jungle. I'd rather see. I don't know. What jungler do you think purple team should pick?
I don't necessarily think that Amumu is a very good pick whatsoever. Like, I think maybe like even a Vi is a better pick than that, even though she's not the strongest at the moment.
Let's get locked in though, and
Elise would have been a better pick. I'm just trying to think of other heavy CC junglers.
Rek'Sai would have been a really good pick. I don't.
Yeah. What about the Hecarim? Hecarim got buffed recently. Or was it not this patch they got buffed?
That patch hasn't hit the server yet. We're actually
okay, I'm one patch ahead. Back on.
Yep, no, we're not one patch ahead. We're one patch behind.
Oh, okay. But either way, the Amumu is a very dodgy pick, considering there's J4. The Corki will make for good. Basically, some really high pressure lanes right now would make for a really good counter pick onto the Amumu, because he struggles quite early. J4 can go in and counter jungle and pretty much tear that Amumu to shreds. Like, if they invade his blue, he's gonna be pretty set back.
Yep, in all of this though, I did not see the Thresh being locked in. Danny's Thresh is quite famous. He does manage to get his hands on the Thresh, and we should see. Yeah, it is a very good pick. It's Thresh, as somebody on Reddit once said famously, you remove all the damage of Thresh and he'll still be picked, because just pure utility. And Rumble and Corki being locked in, that is quite a lot of damage. Corki bringing out a lot of mixed damage, and being the king of the bot lane in this patch, it's pretty much Corki versus Graves, I'd say, over who's the most dominant AD carry. Renekton would be interesting, because he has seen some play in OGN.
I've actually been playing him recently. He's still very strong, because the current meta is really just early pressure to get these dragons, because when the whole map was reworked and the dragon was returned, etc., there was like a 75% win rate for the team that whoever got the first dragon.
Yep.
Oh, switching to a Malphite though is very interesting. They seem to be...
Yeah, Malphite. We should see the Renekton being locked in. I'll bring you up to speed. The Indian scene values Malphite a lot. Like, I've seen them pick.
I think it's a very strong pick. In the late game anyway. It may struggle a bit in lane, but
and Graves being locked in. Graves extremely strong with his burst. Zed, the Zed hover. Would you want to pick a Zed into this composition?
I'm not entirely sure because the Rumble makes for a very good team fight comp as well as the J4, and the Zed just doesn't seem to fit with that. The Morgana works. Like, what's interesting to me though is no one's valued Janna as a pickup. Considering
actually, we did see a Janna ban last game, but
yeah, no, what about this game though? No one seems to have even wanted to test that.
The Janna isn't overly favored here. I'm confused too. Not a lot of supports have yet picked her up in the Indian scene.
Yeah, she's a very strong pick at the moment because she's got great disengage. She's got great. She's got good peel. She's got like the extra AD. Like, this one of the strongest lanes at the moment is either like Soraka Graves or Janna Graves. It's depending on how it's played, etc.
Yep, they are extremely. Janna is extremely strong in dealing with the engage composition that thanks to the ultimate, and I think Janna would have been a better pick because that would also nullify a lot of the Amumu presence that he has.
Yeah, definitely.
Just out of the queue.
Just wait, that's literally, or just tornado, and we're still waiting for the last pick to come in here though. But it'd be interesting to see what they take, because it's an interesting mix what they've got going on here. They've got like a Mumu for this late game presence, but then they've got Renekton and Graves for this early game. Even though Graves are still good late game and stuff, but his main presence is the early to mid game. Both the teams, like the Zed, just doesn't seem like the best pickup in. So
Azir being covered over.
That would be an interesting pick. Yet to see much competitive play with that.
I've not seen anybody play him competitively yet, and
that's because Bjergsen played him against the Power of Evil, I believe, at the IEM.
Oh yeah, he did.
But he did get literally what he got destroyed by Power of Evil.
He got destroyed.
That
I don't
was
want
quite
to speak
amusing.
about that, but Azir, looking at this composition, I believe it will be interesting.
I think it's got I guess he could Zed away if he jumps on him, etc. He could even save his team from a cataclysm from J4.
Yep, he could.
Like if he holds it out, it'd be an it's an interesting pick. It's quite a high skill cap. It's hard to play. I mean, I've tried picking him by myself, and it's not gone too well of late.
Yep, Azir is definitely high skill cap. And
I enjoy that Riot's bringing out these higher skill cap champions of late, like Kalista, Azir. They're definitely harder to play than the rest of the champions.
Yep, and right now we do see all of them standard summoner spells. And well, Azir does have the exhaust, which you would see, in an assassin when you're matched up against
that. Yeah, against that, it's a very normal pick. The teleport on both the top laners, which is pretty standard, but I'm expecting the Renekton to win lane against the Rumble, because Rumble can be a bit weak until he actually gets 1 or 2 items down. And considering he's going to be delayed from his Leandra's Torment, because probably you want to get some armor first.
Early into the game, Renekton should have that edge. I mean, the edge. Renekton is a really, really big lane bully. And
definitely.
You yourself, you said before that he hasn't really fallen off because the current meta does favor him slightly. But what to me would be the two most interesting matchups right now are the mid lane and the jungle matchups. I really want to see how
I'm expecting currently if Flux Hazard can play Azir well.
Azir should beat out Zed. Beat out Zed.
I mean, definitely pre-6. Like if Zed can manage his shadows well, then he might be able to. Then he might be able to even beat the Azir level 6, just because if he saves his W, he then can even if he gets knocked away from Azir's ult, then he can just dash straight back in.
It's just pretty much how I think it rests on how Zed. When you're playing against Azir, it's very similar to how you're supposed to play against Orianna, because the soldiers zone a lot, so you're just supposed to supposed to avoid those zones, and Azir, with his ability to put two soldiers at once, brings a huge amount of zoning onto the table, not to mention his ability to move around his soldiers freely and dash to them, something that Orianna does not have. So it's pretty much, Orianna on crack, I'd say, when you're trying to play against an Azir.
That's an interesting analogy you got there.
Pretty much. But look at the
Orianna
jungle
on
matchup.
crack.
Look at the
Vision
jungle matchup.
2015.
How do you? We've already spoken about this. Jarvan should beat Mumu early into the game, but Mumu should come back somewhere mid to late. You say?
Yeah, but even so, Mumu has such a long cooldown, even at level 16. Well, until he even like late game, he's still got such a long cooldown on his ult that if they were just to disengage against the Mumu, like it would be pretty useless because then they've only got the fresh hook to the engage, and
Yep.
I think personally that the Jarvan's gonna engage over the fresh hook because it's just a lot easier to engage with the Jarvan.
But let me remind you of TSM versus Curse when Xpecial kept cock blocking Saint Vicious on that Jarvan. Thresh does have his play to completely negate
This is
Jarvan's
also
EQ.
true. This is true. We just have to see how each team plays out. To be honest, see how
Yep. My spectator client has crashed, so I shall be
mine's
coming back.
currently good at the moment.
Yep. So what do you think about the team compositions? How do you think it's both of them are oddballs, sort of? But what do you think? What do you think?
They don't seem to be particularly conforming to like a pit comp or a team fight comp. They just seem to be a little bit half and half on each. Like
Yeah.
I guess what is it? I guess the Renette. I guess the Amumus are. I guess there is team fight in there, but like Zed's meant for split pushing, so I guess he could draw away whoever. But I think Azir's going to be able to stop him split pushing just because Azir's going to have so much presence. He's not going to be able to push towers by any sense. Like I don't think anyone else on their team is going to be able to 1v1 Zed late game.
Yep, it's pretty much, it comes down to how much, Zed can exert pressure, but it's about who is going to win the 4v4.
I think that the Jarvan, I think the Morgana, if there's a good Morgana roll and a good Rumble roll, they'll definitely win hands down.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
a good
that's pretty
Jarvan
much, I'd have to
obviously.
give the 4v4, in blue team's favor.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's, when you look at red team's comp, it's all about that they want to exert their dominance, right? They just want to get into the lanes, completely overpower, and then keep rolling from there. Graves, Renekton, they thrive off doing well in lane. Azir also a very lane, he's sort of a mix of everything, but his lane presence is quite formidable. And my client is still giving me trouble, so I'll let you know when I'm back.
I'm currently good. I'm like, apparently 6 minutes in. Oh, wait, no, it's just sort of, I've got to change my sounds down because this is overly loud. Here we are. So, currently it's seeming like a pretty standard start. No one's really taking anything completely surprising. Fresh is opting for the what's the item? The relic shield and then 4 health bucks.
Yep, and the relic shield helps keep Graves sustained up. Like even though the passive does not, the execute does not happen, the heal is still on.
I'm more curious to whether they'll go for the Gromp start as whether Amumu will start a red. It's very unusual, but therefore they'll get a lead in lane and they might be able to start putting more dominance and pressure because they'll hit level 2 first and they hit Gromp. If they do Gromp, that's usually why people take 4 or just to do some early trading. But if they do some early trading, Morgana's only got 2 health pods and she has got a ward, so it'll keep her a little bit safer from ganks, but health pods, are you in or?
No, I'm not in yet. But Lokesh, can you just tell us the time?
I'm at 1:34 now.
Yep, just keep it adjusted among yourselves. I'll just try to get this client stuff fixed. 140, 140, 141, 142. Is that what you're on, Lokesh?
145. that.
Right. Okay. Billy, you're gonna have to solo cast this for a bit. I'll
Right,
be right
that's
back.
totally fine.
Buddy disconnected from your
there's a
channel.
standard golem start by J4, and that's pretty standard considering he gets the attack speed buff. Mimi started at his Gromp, and now he's heading to his blue. Pretty standard starts all around, no lane swaps, nothing crazy like that. Now, the one thing that'll be interesting is to who starts CSing better between the bot lane, as we're looking at that. Rumble's being currently bullied out already, and not his currently like 4 CS behind, but he's still got a wave to come into him yet. Renekton should be able to bully him out. So that's going pretty well there for Renekton. He's hit level 2 first, so obviously he's going to start bullying him even more. Currently, there was a binding, but there wasn't much made of it. The Corki was a bit slow to react with his Q there. So and a missed hook right there. Mumi's very low already. He's having to back before he even hits his red buff. And so's Jarvan. And we've got to pause here. I assume someone's disconnected or something. I can't. No one's saying anything. RC. I assume is that someone on my team or? Currently with this current meta, Mumu isn't really favored at all within any play. But here we are. Okay. But Mumu isn't favored whatsoever because he is quite weak at sustain. He hasn't got the best early game. I mean, his ganks could be alright. I mean, he's got a good like stun and then stuff like that. But J4, I personally would have gone for the invade on blue side because I feel like with the Corki, like if it just invaded blue side, Renekton wouldn't be in there for his early game, and Morgana has the snare for the catch-up potential. I feel that they could have helped shut that Amumi down a little bit more, but it's interesting to see what's even happening here. Has anyone got any information on what's happening? Is it just someone? The ADC is disconnected. That's it. I don't remember now. But there's not a lot to talk about at the moment, except from Rumble being bullied quite far out of lane, which is obvious. And as it's Renekton, he's just bound to bully most people out of lane. I don't think there's many people that can beat him in a 1v1 situation pre-6, or even like Renekton's quite strong. He'd probably even go to pre-11, as long as he plays his lane well. Our kids will be junglers and top laners. It's lovely to see that they're forming a relationship on League. Seeming at least everyone's getting along here. There's no flaming going on. That's always a good start. But let's have a little look at the mid lane. Azira's currently 1 CS up. That doesn't really mean too much at the moment, but Zed's opted for the long sword and free pots, which is I mean, it's very people can go for the Doran's blade over that or the longsword over that on mid lane, but it's not going too bad there. But interesting to see that Rumble's already used a health pot in lane, whereas Renekton's not even touched his, and he's on full HP at the moment. So I'm gonna maybe guess around 10 minutes, if not beforehand, that Rumble's going to have to back and TP back to lane just because he's going to get bullied out. Or J4 is going to come up and gank that Renekton and force him out of lane. That's what I'd do if I was J4 right now. I'd go to do my blue buff and then maybe my Gromp, and then go and gank that Renekton because he's quite heavily pushing. He has warded, but if he was to go around the back, depends where this Renekton's going to go ward right now, whether he's going to ward in River or the Tribush. It would really depend on a jungler used heal, apparently, in chat or something. Wait, what's this? I have no clue what everyone's on about. The jungler using heal. Can we just match up times to make sure we're at the same time here? I'm at. Oh, I'm at 25:52. Yeah. Wait, you're at 26. Yeah, did you say? Let me just back up. Oh, wait, hold on, I've messed things up a little bit. I'm at 304 right now. 305, 306. Where are you at?
Buddy joined your channel.
Pardon?
I have joined.
Mine's unpaused.
I've joined back, but I don't know what my delay is. What are you guys on? Lokesh? Okay,
Mine's
what
unpaused,
time did it pause? Is it 3?
No, what's the in-game time? 302.
What's your in-game time is what I'm asking. Yeah, but the game's not paused anymore, is it? Yeah, I just wanted to ask. I'm 352, right? Okay, so so yeah, bring me up to speed. What's up? Which is any big moves? Clearly not.
Wait, what's the timing everyone's at? About
4-2. We're on 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, 4-5.
Okay, mine keeps. I'm at 411 now, so that's about right. Yeah.
Yep. Right. So looking at top lane, we do have Nightmare going in quite hard on Syntastic.
Yeah. That's expected because Renekton's bound to win lane. He's currently over double his CS at the moment, which is a huge lead. Rumble's already out of health potions, so that's going to put him at a huge disadvantage here.
Yep, Sin just trying to soak up the farm right now. You can already see the early deficit, and Mumu is hanging around that lane. Bot lane, we see a lot of trading. Jungly just doubling away right now.
It'd be quite bad of Rumble to actually let himself get ganked here because
Jarvan coming in from behind
with the Jarvan gank.
First blood instantly. That was beautiful communication from Zed and Jarvan. Knowing that Jarvan was gonna tower dive, instant flash from Zed. Not even a moment of hesitation being shown by either of them. So that was a well executed gank, paying a Mumu for making him pay for staying up top too long.
The Nexus with the tower dive on the top lane. Is he gonna die from the dive? He looks like he's just made away.
Beautiful tower dive from Renekton, knowing the strengths of the champion clearly, forcing Syntastic to have to rethink why his pick.
I think Rumble underestimated Renekton a little bit there, or maybe he just underestimated Nightmare as a player.
That hook did miss.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of zone control coming from Danny there though.
Yep, that is. Mumu is hovering around bot, but that ward does spot him out. Right now we do see bot lane, red team leading out in CS almost all over the board. Except just close in mid lane, just not that.
I wasn't expecting Zed to win in CS though. All in by
Hazard going in hard.
He's being pushed out of lane.
Gets Zed low, but Zed, did he back? Yeah, his potions are out too.
Is he gonna die? No, he seems away.
I think it's.
J4's coming in for the counterplay here.
Yep,
no, nothing was made from that.
Nothing was made from that. And up top, we do see Renekton hitting level 6. And Danny does get the flay, but Morgana does Dark Binding. Savage trying to get the poke right now.
Renekton's going all in. Everything's happening everywhere at the moment. So much is happening. Azir's about to die from the... Adam Mumu is going down.
That was well played by Incarnation and Damien right now. Nothing happens in the top lane. Syntastic does not use his ultimate. Neither of the top laners using their ultimates. But pretty much the jungler. Renekton going in aggressive. Rumble using his ult defensively. Oh my god.
That's an interesting use of the ultimate. Though I think if he hadn't have used it, Renekton would have just tower dived him straight up.
Yep.
Though I think
I don't think
Renekton
this is
still
gonna
could have gone
stop
for the tower
Renekton.
dive there. Maybe a little misplay by Renekton because he could have just carried on going and stepped out with
Yep, I think
the
it was a
ultimate.
misclick. I think it was a misclick that he what do you call he dashed away. He slice and diced away from Rumble, the second one, I believe that the second shot
Yeah,
he
I
used.
think maybe Rumble should have placed it a little bit towards Morris Towers to further discourage Renekton from tower diving, from taking more of the damage.
Yep, we do see Graves and Thresh backing Thresh, looking to make some get some vision at least, or make some plays down in the mid lane. Right now,
Yeah,
going down
and
mid.
Graves has picked up a pretty standard start with his BF sword.
Yup, pretty early into the game as expected. 7 minutes, 8 minutes into the game, you do see Graves picking up that that BF
Oh,
sword.
Renekton going in hard there, but nothing much is going to seem to happen from now. Just maybe a chunking down.
Yep, I think Renekton should start pushing his advantage a little more because
But he's already destroying him on destroying the Rumble on CS at the moment. So
Yep,
I think maybe
pretty much.
if a movement was to come up for a tower dive right here when he hit 6, which he can't be far off of. Let me just find
But
out. He's not too far off 6, but he's already been counter jungled by GA4, which is no surprise there. The chicken camp, the big one's been taken away. So
Yep, Danny looking for the hook down bot. Does not land. Morgana had to go to place a ward, and Danny does see that, tries to go for the hook, does not land. Yeah. That's okay. Jarvan looking to make something happen mid, but Azir. Jarvan does EQ in, but for what use? I do not know.
Nothing really whatsoever.
Just Azir dominance, I guess. Corki's Q does land. Corki has not hit his power spike yet, but Graves is approaching that. The dart right.
The black shield really on the wrong person there. Who's going to win this trade? Is it going to be the exhaust is coming out on the wrong person? The Fresh hit the exhaust. The Morgana put the exhaust on Fresh there. That's really where they went wrong. But
Zed moving in bot.
The good flash and hit by Graves there. The up play coming in there though.
I don't know what that was for, but
maybe he had his shadows. We're on another pause here.
Another pause. Let me just. It is not a Southeast Asian game without a pause. We must commemorate the game with a pause. As the moment we get in, there's a pause. That's how the game works.
Well, EU West is pretty much not a game without someone getting a little bit upset without another team member. He's disconnected too.
Yeah.
Now, how often do you actually run out of pause timing?
The pause time is actually 10 minutes to each team, which is a little extra, but we did see that a lot of pauses were coming on, so we raised it a bit. It is 10 minutes right now. I don't know if the same team has paused twice. The admin is keeping track of the pause time, so don't worry about that.
Oh, that's fine.
And all the summoners pretty much being down on this bot lane, save for Thresh's flash. And Morgana and Corki still having their flashes intact, so I should see Jarvan looking to go bot right now. Corki does reconnect into the game, and
Amumi's still not hit 6 though, which is quite harsh on him. Really, I'm just gonna
take a detriment to the fact that he's not. It's not that he's not been trying to gank. It's just that he's taking really inefficient he's just taking really inefficient paths, and that one gank up top really did not work out.
He did spend quite a lot of time just sitting up in the lane there, waiting for a lane gank, but I don't feel like Amumi should be trying to rush at 6 to then gank bot and hopefully pick up a double kill. Is that both the people reconnected right now?
Yeah, both the people reconnected. Actually, there was a DC from both sides.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Thresh disconnecting on the red team. Both the players are back, and we should. The unpause is coming out right now. This is building up to be an interesting game. Hopefully, it will not be a stomp.
Maybe should hit 6 of this thing, so maybe we can start seeing some more interesting ganks coming out by Mumu. That should be quite interesting to see how much more playmaking he can do. See if he can bring his team.
I think they should. Oh my God, the hook missing. And the
dark binding missing as well.
Both bot lanes quite low. Sabbath, however, higher on mana. Should they choose to go in, just backing right in front of Corki.
And right now,
I don't like this, but I would like to see Morgana and Corki stay in lane and push it out because it's deny the farm, but Corki does build up. Renekton going aggressive right now on Syntastic. Where is he walking? A lot of damage going down with the Ravenous Hydra, and his cooldown should be up. No, chooses to back off the double, the flame
That was enough
spitters.
time for him to back off without using his ult, which is
Electro
always
Harpoon
good.
landing, going in again, gets the stun, gets the Q, and backs out. Standard Renekton, duel. You'd see that that combo being used a lot: E, W, Q, and E out back, so that get the max damage.
It's quite interesting that J4 hasn't even tried to.
Confident in Sin's ability to stay last out in this lane until he becomes a little more relevant. And as you pointed out, Syntastic is rushing the Zhonyas. And he is sitting on quite a lot of. He's sitting on 500 gold right now. This should be a tower dive from Renekton. Has his ultimate.
Oh, there we go. Is he going to be able to? No, he's not going to be. Was that a bad ultimate on top? It was a bad ultimate from the Rumble as well. It was completely off target.
Yeah, I think Syntastic should have seen that coming. Azir right now trying to land some poke. Mumu and Jarvan both nearby.
J4 knows what's happening here. He's waiting for the counter gank.
This is the EQ though.
I don't think that was the best decision for the J4
there.
Oh,
Mumu does go in.
But the Mumu does it.
Beautiful use of the shadows by Zed.
Azir using his ultimate by Azir as well there. And a teleport in from top lane. Renekton coming around. Zed literally in the trap there.
This could end bad.
This could end bad in the flash.
Does flash out. Renekton coming in, gets that kill.
The huge goal that Renekton should get out of that is going to really punish Rumble even more in lane now.
1500 gold is almost. I don't even know. That was a lot of gold.
407 gold he got from the shutdown there.
From the shutdown, yeah, and Renekton completely demolishing this Rumble up top. This should look to be a problem. And
that's a very interesting pickup by Renekton. Already going Ravenous Hydra this early on. It's quite unusual for him to do so because
you normally see them come in really late in the game because Ravenous. The reason you don't see many Renektons rush Ravenous Hydra is because it's enough for this early into the game. It's enough to use the Tiamat active and a Q to take out an entire wave almost.
Exactly, Ravenous Hydra is only just not power efficient for the amount of. It's just not gold efficient, really, in comparison to going some tank items, which should help him more in lane to tower dive or something. Even getting some more HP to help tower dive.
We do see
standing up here, without his ult.
We do see a Mumu down bot looking to set something up both wards right now. Danny does go for the flip, but misses. Corki Valkyrie away, and Jarvan also looking to go for the counter gank, but he's currently spotted out. No, that ward does time out. Mumu looking for Dragon right now. Honestly, but the dog binding does land. Do they follow up on this Jarvan?
Are they going to make anything from this? No.
Nope, nothing.
We should really have a look at the CS difference here between the bot lanes. I mean, Graves is on 115 CS to Corki's 92. That's that's a lot of CS difference. That's like almost 600 gold there. And Rumble with the decent ultimate actually.
Yeah, that was a good ultimate. Oh, just dodging the flame.
A very well timed black shield as well, even though it did miss. It was good reactions by.
Just to be on the safer side, like you said.
It was very good reactions by Go Riven.
Go Riven, yup. Danny looking.
Beautiful! She missed the double binding. What brilliant flash by Danny there, and the movement coming into. Almost with the ultimate as well, and the TP down from top lane. Rumble was looking to make some plays here. Is he get? But he's cancelled the TP. He didn't fancy
cancelled out.
And
but
Zed's
right
looking
now,
to make some plays.
does
He's
get the damage
focusing the movement for some reason. Why not the Graves?
No idea.
They surely are going to take Dragon off this.
They should take Dragon off this. Red team getting a huge team fight right there. Beautiful players all around. Syntastic trying to put the pressure on Renekton, but Renekton could turn it around anytime. Syntastic recognizing that does flash out. This should be a very easy Dragon right now for.
And this will actually help because Graves with his early game, like how well he just scales off damage. It actually will help him out quite a lot here, really.
Red team getting the first Dragon of the game. Renekton being that lane bully, pretty much almost demolishing Rumble in CS over 50 CS ahead, just relaxing on top of that chair and backing off right now. He should have his Giant's belt. I'd assume another boss coming out. And this gives us, Danny does the disconnect. This gives us time to break down that bot lane fight.
That was very interesting because there was quite a few. Like people just came in waves. It wasn't exactly all there at once, but it kept like turning the player around. Like each time a new person turned up, it would flip the fight around.
But like everybody heard there was a fight going downtown, so you know they wanted to go there pretty much.
They were pretty upset. They weren't invited to the party, so they thought they'd come gate crash it themselves. But it was very good play there. But Aziz managed to pick up some kills here, and Zed hasn't actually. He's had 2 deaths in a row now without actually picking up any kills. It's quite unlucky for him. He has picked up 2 assists, like. So that's all right for him. But the huge CS discrepancy between the top lane, over 50 CS difference.
Yup,
there.
and you should start seeing Rumble CS much better now.
But at the same time. Renette, yeah, because the tower's pushed, Rumble's gonna have some room to breathe because he
But oh no, the boss coming out. Nope. Yeah, that's because Corki also disconnected. Corki Thresh, man, disconnecting. Similarly, making the game more tedious for us.
They're not on the same internet, are they? They could just be housemates or something.
I hope they're not. Because that would be really annoying. But that that flash over Morgana's binding was perfect.
So well timed. It was but it was a very good ultimate by Morgana, but it was a beautiful flash by the Fresh. I wonder whether that was just on purpose or was that?
Or
just,
did he predict it? Or did he actually predict? No, I think
it looked like he was gonna flash in anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It looked like he was gonna flash in anyway. The Morgana binding, skimming over that. That was just the icing on the top. Corki does reconnect. We should see the on pause coming out in about 3 seconds.
Is the Fresh back in as well, then, or?
Yep, the Thresh is back in. Oh, 3 seconds, called it.
Yeah, you did.
And Corki right now, the bot lane discrepancy is not extremely high, but Graves has completed the Infinity's Edge, and this will be his power spike.
He is definitely going to start trashing on the Corki much more now.
Yep, actually, I wager that he could 1v2 this because Morgana, provided he does use the dash well. Oh, okay, we do see Jarvan and Amir meeting up right now. But
I think the 1v2 is a little bit. He'd have to really outplay him there. Is it good?
Morgana being caught out though. Morgana getting caught out right now. Oh,
officials and the flash is. Is he gonna ult for it? Oh, he missed the ult.
Barely. They nerfed. Did they nerf the hitbox on his ultimate?
Yeah, I have noticed this. I've been missing a few ults here and now with Griggs. Everyone's calling me a nerd, but I'm pretty sure it's just the hitbox.
I think it's the hitbox. It's quite hard to hit normally itself. At least the initial part of his ultimate where it doesn't disintegrate.
Yeah. Now, didn't you say you're 1 patch behind?
Yeah, we are. I don't think it's fallen into effect. But Danny,
you're not at 5.1 right now, are you? You're at 4.21.
We are. And Sabbath misplaying that.
Currently, Corki hasn't actually. He's got a nerf onto his W with the mana.
Yeah, that is good because Jar.
So he's currently got the advantage of having he's got enough mana over time to Valkyrie away from these fights.
It's a good thing. I was impressed with Riot, nerfing his Valkyrie because I was afraid that they were gonna nerf his Q again. And after his rework, now that they made it
I was afraid that they were just gonna do what they did to Lucian, which is making them a little bit too unplayable at the moment.
Yep. Oh, Zed does move.
Oh, and the Zed's there. Is he gonna get away though? I don't think
he does not. Zed will get the kill. Finally,
look at mid lane. Look at mid lane. They're gonna catch up his.
Oh, beautiful! Oh. Just in time.
It's almost a wasted ult from Amumu there, and that's a long cooldown on that. Let's just have a look how long that actually is. 116 seconds till that's back up again. That's 2 minutes.
That's 2 minutes and 7 seconds. That's quite a lot. And just clearing out the waves, really efficient wave clear coming out of Zed.
Managing the tower here. Nazir's got a good tower push with his ascend being able to be used onto towers. Good
But
black
this
shield
does
by Morgana
allow,
there.
you know, Rumble to catch up in CS. Renekton moving up there. This
Yeah.
would be the tower, but you know, the red team trying to just siege. Azir really good at sieging.
Rumble's finally picked up his haunting dice, which is
Yeah.
quite useful. Because Zed
Oh,
taking
Zed
a
taking
bit
a
of
lot of
bullying
block.
there, more than a little bit actually. Didn't
Yes.
have the energy to do anything with that.
Yeah,
And a
just getting
good
out
dark binding by
dark
Morgana
binding
there.
landing. Jarvan, look at EQ.
Is he gonna
Jarvan
go in? He's got a
is
cataclysm kill. And Amimo just looking on in despair. He couldn't do anything about that.
You know, just too fast. That dark binding.
That was
that
a
was
very
chain
good play
60.
by Blue Side there. There was
Good
nothing there.
communication coming out of blue team right now. Zhongli, Corki just trying to catch up in CS, and Renekton clearing out that ward really quickly with his W and auto attack. Rumble this.
About one more item, maybe if when Rumble finishes off his haunting guys into a Leandra's tournament and maybe gets the magic pen boots, that's when Blue Side really want to be looking to start to team fight more as a group of
Oh,
five.
but Renekton getting caught out right now. I think they should go aggressive on this. Zed does ult, but Renekton will live through this. Does get out using his 2 dashes.
Nightmare's positioning is seeming to be a little bit off of late. And Graves
But
giving
Savage
up his
getting caught
life
right now.
to get
Savage
the
gets
tower.
deleted. Azir also gets caught by the dark binding. Beautiful Rumble ultimate.
But
And
good damage dealt by Azir just before he died.
yeah, but couldn't do anything. Just too many people of blue team collapsed on him at that time.
The question is, was that worth the red side to get the tower? They are ahead on golden still, so but
it was worth it. It was worth it. You know, towers win games, and now all 3 outer turrets
this is
are
true.
gone.
The question is, who can pick up the next dragon? Is it going to be red side or is it going to be blue side?
I'd really like to see Rumble finish off his at least one item before he goes for this dragon fight, and that should be the case.
Definitely. And he does have TP up at this moment, so he should be able to settle it down. And as long as he's got to wait for his ult to come off cooldown, but he's backing in that burst. Renekton did not see him. Lucky Rumble. Lucky Rumble.
Lucky Rumble indeed. Just backs off.
If a crocodile came sneaking into that, he would not make it out there alive.
I'm not sure. No, yeah, he would not have made it out alive.
No.
Renekton did finish out his Spectre Scowl. So,
Yeah.
you know, even despite... Oh,
Rumble's
okay,
finished off his boots and Sword Choosers are pretty standard.
3 seconds till Dragon. Amumu actually backing off right now.
That's interesting. But they do have the timer on it. The blue side do not actually have a dragon timer here. They should be aware that
but they do know when
down
it's up. They should know when it's up.
via map information, but they don't actually have the timers to get prepped for it. Unlike red side, they've actually going to secure the skull crab here, as long as it.
The skull crab, a really good addition, you know.
You'll be glad to know that. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure they buffed skull crab's HP.
Okay, that's good. They made it too easy to take. Oh, beautiful binding landing from Morgana, nullifying Thresh and going for the
Skull Crab is a very good it's a very good thing that Riot implemented. It helps for vision battles more. It's like really hammering in the whole objective-based gameplay. Like even small things like that.
Renekton just
like destroying,
doing a lot of damage, but the 2 E's do land right now. This
he could get the kill here. I don't know why Rumble's standing so close, but they're gonna definitely pick him up here. Then they can go for.
They should give this to Corky, but
picking up the dragon here, so it's a little bit of a distraction and a sacrifice.
Jarvan trying to go for the steal. Graves just barely managing to get that.
That's Jarvan's flash down now, so there's slightly hindering his engage or disengage, because sometimes a flag and a drag ain't quite enough. This will give Rumble a chance to actually catch up and farm a little bit, because he is 50 CS behind.
He's still 50 because he's consistently 50 CS behind, but Renekton being down does, as you said, equate to more CS for Rumble. I think actually if he had backed that wave would have pushed to him, but he ends up resetting the wave. just about resetting the wave.
I do believe that Rumble's gonna go for his the Andrews tournament here, based off the amplifying time. So that'd be helpful. Rumble's actually decided to back off it, not to push any further. Doesn't want the Renekton to TP up and come kill him, which is a wise decision, I think.
Yeah, knowing that Mumu would just showed up top as well, just cemented that decision really.
Mumu is probably a little bit behind here, hence why he's taking a little bit of lane CS, and Renekton's just so far ahead that it doesn't actually matter if Mumu comes in and takes a little bit away. Now, I haven't actually seen much of Mumu play because he's just not strong enough. Does he build any AP at this point, or does he just go full tank? Like, I don't like. Would he go in with one like magic pen item, or maybe like a no magic mantle?
What?
Would a Mumu build any AP at this point?
I don't think so. Oh, the hook does land.
Very good hook in there. Oh, good equalizer there, but not quite enough. They're gonna get a tower off this, maybe even two. They have got a
They should get this. They should get this in tower. Oh, boss coming out.
Maybe the Rumble had some. As I was saying, there's I don't know. I don't think many people see a Mumu's round. I mean, I've been playing a lot over this last week because I'm just waiting for university to start. So I've been in my room for the last week just playing League all day. I haven't seen a Mumu once.
Yup, Mumu a really unconventional pick, but it does seem to be working out for Red Team in the fact that you can take advantage.
Not as well as the Jarvan though. Not as well as the Jarvan's working out.
Yeah, not as well as the Jarvan, clearly, because the Jarvan is definitely having a greater impact. I would say Blue Team is managing to get the picks, and they're managing to utilize their team comp well, but it's just the fact that they're not for that Renekton.
The Renekton was so far ahead, it didn't quite matter.
Yeah, it's just he's an annoyance to the team, and Corki finally hitting his power spike does finish his Trinity Force out, and honestly, I think Blue Team still has potential in this game.
They do have some potential. I feel like it's going to be very, very hard for them to bring it back. I feel like Red Side's going to have to throw a little bit to
one team fight. I believe it's the goal lead is not that much where you'd see it, and Zed is quite stacked right now. Zed and Corki both, Zed, Corki, Jarvan, the important members of the team.
And the Rumble has finished his Leandro's Torment now, so that's going to be quite effective against those tanky members like a Mumu and Renekton dealing that percentage health.
This could be the turnaround that Blue Team is looking for.
They're rotating around. What are they looking to secure here? Maybe some
Zed splitting off to the side
he's against to stick around. Is he gonna back though?
Mumu has zero armor right now, and the rest of Blue Team just trying to make space for Zed to push so that Zed could alter Mumu into this turret. Probably gonna Mumu does use his
I don't think a Mumu's got the damage to even take him unless Zed starts attacking him under tower.
Yeah, but that shield does save Mumu, and right now Red Team just backing off pretty much. Yeah. It's right now is when Blue Team is supposed to. I believe they should group up and they should start taking advantage of their team composition.
Tournament is there for the Rumble, and that lockout of the Iron Solari actually picked up on J4, which is actually pretty useful. It's good against the Azir. It's good against the Mumu. It's
good against double AP compositions most of the time. But Mumu does have a lot of AP damage. And to answer your previous question, I wouldn't really go, AP onto Mumu until really, really late game, or unless I'm completely beating the crap out of the enemy team.
Yeah. Now, but it's also quite a good pickup against the Renekton because he's actually got some fire cape which deals magic damage, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe that Renekton does magic
damage.
Yeah,
it does.
So look at the Iron Solari, a very good pickup here. It's actually reducing some of the damage that he's dealing whilst in ult.
It's a smart pickup, no doubt, but
there just
the
doesn't
pickups
seem
and all, they're good. Mumu being caught out. The EQ does land. Zed ulting gets the ult.
Is he away though?
No, Zed does flash.
Zed just doesn't want to give up on this.
Mumu does die using his ultimate, using his flash. Right now is when Blue Team should look to capitalize. Immediately put the trigger.
A tower, yeah.
See,
And oh my god,
they
Savage
should
is
also
not
try
safe
to
right
start
now.
prioritizing vision around Dragon and maybe.
Beautiful Rumble ultimate zoning out Thresh. Thresh having to flash over. And Morgana trying to get the ultimate, the lockdown on Graves.
It
But that
wasn't
doesn't work
the
out.
best ultimate by Morgana there. It was short-lived, I think. Would be the
Yeah,
word
it
to use.
was extremely small because Graves just dashed away instantly.
Blue should try to get some vision in their jungle right now, so that means they could start trying to secure Dragon when it comes up soon, because I believe they would have the timer.
They do have the timer. They should have the timer on this.
I personally feel that they made a mistake by not warding up their jungle then, like unless they had the wards on cooldown.
I think
like,
they didn't have enough wards. But
like
looking at Red
just
Team's
even a
side,
ward,
they look.
like, one ward would have been so helpful though to see whether red side were coming in, so they could have tried even picking off one person. The red side currently clearing out some pink wards, which is going to be really
Red
easy.
side is completely geared to take this dragon. Look at the number of sweepers on their team. Just pretty much red team playing the macro game more efficiently than blue team. Blue team's micro is better in the mechanics purely are better. Just you can see through the kills. But red team truly knowing what makes the game.
I feel like maybe blue side is like slightly struggling to adapt to this new patch, because it's changed quite heavily, because you used to just be able to win off getting loads of kills and then just like snowballing the lead with kills and stuff. But if red side's getting all the dragons here, then it doesn't actually matter that blue side are getting the kill, like have more kills than them, because they just have more objective control.
Rumble does push that out. I would like to see him back and finish off his at least. Okay, no, he is teleporting in right
teleporting in.
For this team fight, they do clear out that ward. Okay, wait, that ward, is it being seen? Okay, yeah, it is. I was just toggling vision. They have dragon right now. Rumble.
J4 might be here with the flag and dragon. What's going to happen here? There's only one from the rest of the team. J4 took the steal, and Audio's going down here. Zaya, very nice ult there. Corky staying quite safe, but Renex is just destroying everyone.
Jungly having no problem with this ping spike. Renekton just destroying that team fight. That was actually a good ultimate from Rumble. I don't know where it all went wrong for blue team.
It was a very nice zone. I mean, I feel like Renekton was just too strong for them to handle.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I would attribute this team fight to. Jungly just backing off, does not want to be caught out by anything right now.
That Corky was zoned out, I feel, was the problem, and Corky was just
I think Jarvan and Zed went in way too deep for the kill.
Yeah, but at the same time, no one was feeling for the Corky, and all the Corky had to do was attack the Renekton, but he just wasn't dealing any damage. There's no fault of his own. Renekton's just too fed.
Yeah,
I saw him put 3-4 auto attacks down, and it barely seemed to scratch him.
Oh, this could end badly for Mumu. Okay, no, Mumu does manage to get out really
quickly.
Maybe
they're trying to get some Baron vision down here.
They could quickly Baron. They're
going for the early Baron here. This could be quite interesting.
This is a desperation Baron. Mumu does back out. Rumble using his ultimate on the Baron. Just desperation right now. And this could be what brings back the blue team into the game.
Now this is going to turn it around a little bit. They have just got the dragon power spike as well. And Renekton realizes it's all too late.
Renekton realizes that the Baron is gone. That was extremely smart.
Now this dragon pickup and the Baron pickup may be what blue side need to turn this around, because they've just got the 6% increased AD and AP. And they've just got the extra AP and AD off Baron and the pushing potential for the minions. Now,
I think that was a really smart move. Not just in the it was a bit of both a gamble and a smart move, because they did see a Mumu back off, right? But the gamble part of it, another pulse coming out. The gamble part of it was they didn't know.
They didn't have enough vision. They didn't have enough sweepers around to know that they were definitely doing it without being seen.
Yeah, exactly. That was the gamble. It does pay off finally. Oh, Graves finishing up getting his QSS.
They can do it quite well though, because the Zed's got his percentage damage with the Blade of the Ring King. Rumble's got his percentage damage with the Leandra's Torment. Rumble's got quite a lot of damage coming out. So they can do it quite quickly.
Yep, they did do it extremely well.
It's interesting to see the Morgana not actually even gone towards picking up Zonya's Hourglass here. Yeah.
Exactly. I was just
Buddy
about to point that
joined
out.
your channel.
No Zonyas for.
I mean, I usually try to get that maybe second item in.
Second item itself, third item after you finish your, your Sightstone and Boots would be when you really want to pick up Zonyas.
Yeah.
But
and plus, it's just quite useful in lane with the extra armor. To get the what's the item called? Not the news drawn in it, but the other one.
Mikhail's.
No. To pick up Seeker's Arm Guard. That's it. The Seeker's Arm Guard would have been a nice pickup.
Okay. Seeker's Arm Guard. All right.
Would have been a decent item to pick up anyway, just because of the armor for lane, especially with the pure raw AD that Graves just deals down.
And Renekton just completely maximizing his armor right now, his magic. Then Renekton, I'm telling you, the only problem right now, the only thing that is hindering blue team is that Renekton, because Azir is not
No one can touch him at this present moment, and he's currently going for I've forgotten the item's name again. The one that builds up Spectre's Cow.
Oh, the Spectre's Cow, the Banshees. You mean Banshees?
User
No, not Banshees.
your
He's going for
channel.
the other one.
Oh wait, now I forgot it too.
Yeah, we both forgot now. Let me just head up on my other screen.
Spirit Visage.
Spirit Visage, that's the one. You got it before
Yeah.
I did. That's going to help him even more along with his Ravenous Hydra. So he's going to be even harder to kill now because of the self-healing that I think it's like an extra 2%. But that 2%, that 2% could be quite a lot, along with the base health regen that he gets off the tier, the Ravenous Hydra. He's going to have quite a lot here.
Does finish that Spirit Visage as we speak. This is going to be really big.
Oh, he's already got it. Yeah, this is going to be a very hard to kill crocodile.
Yep. And you should be excited considering your name is a play on the words.
Crocodile. It's not actually a play on that. It's actually a play on my last name.
Alright. Oh, okay. Well, either way.
Either way, it's quite interesting to see this Renekton showing up big, considering there was no player IEMs or anything like that with Renekton, I don't believe.
The OGN was played in OGN.
I haven't watched OGN of late because I believe OGN's on quite early and I'm not up early. Is
Danny going to go full yellow star mode right now, missing his play? But they do get that Scuttle Crab down. This actually what I'd really like to see blue team do right now, especially Zed, is to go split. They are not using.
They need to go the 1-3-1 comp, but they haven't really got anyone in their team to go 1-3-1. They can go 1-4-0, but Zed should definitely be split pushing that top lane because there's a few free towers that you can take there, and their team could handle without him. And like even if red side were to engage on them, Zed would be taking 1, maybe 2 towers. So I feel like they're not utilizing Baron to its full potential right now.
Yeah, they aren't. The 1-3-1 would be the maximum potential. You could use that Baron to all the lanes would be pushing out.
But I don't feel like they have another person to go one with.
They do. Rumble's teleport is going to be back up pretty soon. But I mean, he can just stay in lane.
He wouldn't be able to push against the Renekton, even with that Baron buff, I don't think, because that Renekton's just still so strong against that Rumble.
Yeah, but dragging away Renekton, arguably the most contributing member apart from Graves, would be enough for Rumble right now, because Rumble's not worth a lot at this very moment.
Rumble
and at least
is approximately about 2-3k behind in gold. That's quite a lot, really.
Yep, Amumu completely out of position right now, but I do think they can hold this siege. Baron just
Baron's just timed out. Dragon is up soon.
Oh, Rumble using his ultimate. I don't know for what. Just to prevent any engage, I guess. Mumu does get spotted out right now, and they should start
heading down towards Dragon, start seeing whether they can clear those pink wards. I don't know whether they know they're up or not. They must know it's up.
I think they are moving towards that right now. Red team pretty much. Oh,
that's an interesting teleport there.
Oh, but Oh, okay. Wow. Savage
Yeah.
being taken extremely low. Oh, that last ZE does connect. I thought that was going to finish him off. This could delay Red Team from any attempts to go to Dragon. I honestly think Zed should not back here. He should go and clear out some vision. Again, Blue Team
The really
just...
questionable thing that Blue side did though, there was a Rumble teleport down when there was no minions actually near the tower. He could have had time to back.
He could have
get
backed,
over.
exactly.
It was especially with the shit I think that was a waste of the teleport personally. I mean,
Yup. Zed finishing his Guardian Angel right now, a really scary Zed to deal with. Renekton is equally scary on that side, but
Zed's almost a full build. He's one item off. And Blue side clearing all the pink wards out here, so that's quite good.
Zed has been the highlight of his team pretty much, apart from Jarvan. Both the jungler and the
even the Renekton,
Dragon does spawn. This is gonna be the penultimate fight. Rugged Human trying to misses the Q.
He got the dart binding on him, so even if it was hit,
Red Team does get the Dragon.
So much is happening right now,
one.
like so many mini fights going on, but that Renekton just still staying alive wasn't quite enough. And the Graves just killing everyone. They're gonna get the Zed when he's back up though. And Graves just chasing away.
Corki just not... Oh, missing the EQ! Incarnation!
That's almost quite embarrassing.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it would have got away anyway, as it was waiting there for him.
Yeah, but Azir was right there in case EQ.
And now that's 3 dragons to red side, isn't it? Yes,
yep,
3 dragons to red side. So that's now got their movement speed bonus. So they like hopefully that will help out the fresh / Amumu for the engagers.
Now,
also help to keep Graves a little bit more safe away from the Zed.
Right now, it's just Zed is choosing the wrong target to even go for, considering Graves does have his QSS, easily able to take down that turret, and now they're going to rotate over to mid. I'd expect try and get that way, pushing in, then you'd see them backing. Danny should split off and get some vision.
But Baron is up soon, and...
Exactly.
Red side have a rough time on it because Renekton came across. They have a rough time, maybe like within like 5-10 seconds. They could have probably guessed about when it was, so they know roughly when to go up. But to really,
if they can push this fight, if they can take this fight, if they take this, the max range Q does land.
That was a very good, but he's just getting destroyed. Oh, is that going to be a time? Amumu's getting destroyed, but that was a very good ultimate, and J4 wasn't able to do anything to the Graves then.
But that was a one for one right there. Rumble's ultimate.
But it does stop red side even contesting the Baron right now because J4 could just flag Dragon still.
Yeah, but they should. This is why you should have vision right now. Everybody from Red Team is backing. If they even had any hope of trying to sneak a Baron, it wouldn't have been possible without wards. And we already see Red Team getting a lot of wards right now. They are going to be spotted out. I believe this should be the game-winning fight for Red Team. They just do not have the wards to back. Blue Team just do not have the wards to back whatever they're trying to do up right now. Just losing out on macro, honestly, Zed being the only member of the team, you know, who really stood out. And of course, Jarvan.
You have to remember the Amumu ult isn't up for some time still. He's still, like, as I was saying before this match even started, how long that cooldown is on his ult. He's still got like 33 seconds on here. So if Blue side were to force an engage real quick, Rumble's ult is still up at the moment. But
Rumble's ult, they should look to get a catch, I guess.
They do before have, that Amumu gets his ult back up, because that is a huge part of Red side's team fight right now.
Oh my god, Incarnation not managing to clear that out right now. The Baron dance.
They're just having the Baron dance, which they should be looking for the engage over there.
I think Blue Team is just it's pretty much Blue Team is waiting for Red Team to pull the trigger, because Blue Team, the trigger is clearly out of their reach. It's just that they're waiting for Mumu to get his ult back, and it is up now. Danny should be looking for the hook.
Danny has actually been performing quite well this game. He's currently 0-0-10, so he's taking no kills, and I feel like he's hooks for like the few in lane have been quite on target.
Oh, that Q missing from...
That would have been the engage they were looking for. No necessarily the one they wanted, but they would have actually picked something up from it. I don't think I've actually seen a Zeke use his passive yet, which they could
No, they have used Azir's used it quite a bit. Oh, but the engage does come through.
Oh, and that's the fight they're looking for.
Deleted.
The ADC and the support down. They could easily turn for the Baron after this fight, or they could just go try and finish.
They could just end this. That last fight was.
Well, they haven't currently got the minions to do it, but Renex is just going to tank it anyway. But are they going to be able to do it? And Azir's got his ult behind him. Just, I believe that ult's up.
Just for the swag points.
But it's just in case they want to try anything. Oh, very good reactions by the Zed down with the shadow. Now they should work their way over to the Baron. Because
yeah, but Incarnation is still up. Oh, but that Azir turret, that's why he put it in
User
there.
was moved to your
would-
channel.
discourage that. It depends how quickly they can get this thing down.
They will get it down really quickly. Graves' burst is quite high right now. Zed is moving in and Danny is trying to zone.
No,
Let's see. It is going down. Incarnation can move up right now.
No, they're turning into them with J4's going into the steal, but he didn't get the steal, and Red said got the double kill. And
Azir ultimate was questionable because it did put
he knocks him into Baron.
Yeah. It pushed him. Oh, dang!
The flash hook and the flash away from the rumble there. There was a very good reaction time in the rumble.
The already immobile.
No, I'm pretty sure it's about GG here.
Land the hook.
Oh, and
this is
what's good for Garo? What am I talking? This? Yeah, no,
This
it's good
is
for
over.
Garo.
This is over.
And this is pretty much GG here. There's not much that J4 will be able to come and do unless he's going to bring the man to the. He might be able to do something, but he could just. I don't think he can do anything to that next one. He's going to try.
Oh, get the
Is he going to get the save? Oh.
No, that's
I guess he got his KD up though. I guess that's always good.
That's always good. At the end, it's the KD that gets them bitches. So, GG.
Yeah, after all, chicks dig elo.
Yeah,
Right.
chicks dig elo, man.
I might have to change my league name to Chicks Dig KDA.
Nope.
no, because Chicks Dig elo would just be stealing. But that's that was
GG. That was a good game. But just blue team, honestly, this lost out on macro. And
yeah,
actually,
blue team just got enough kills, but they just didn't get enough objectives. They red side, as I was talking about, how dragons tend to lead to wins.
Yep, if you look at if right now the map is frozen for me, but if you look at it, if Zed had split pushed a little more, there's like a monster wave right now.
Oh, I've quit out to look at the end game damage and stuff and the gold. But the Zed actually did the most damage in the game.
Be quite up there.
Zed did the most damage in the game there. And Renekton was so close behind in damage to the Graves and the Azir, which is quite impressive considering when you get to about 40 minutes, that's when Renekton really does start to fall off. But he obviously just snowballed himself so well. He played that game out really well, I feel.
Holy wow. Yep, just barely. But Zed completely demolishing. Look at that damage, man. Fuck. Yep. Right, that was pretty much it, guys. Exodus does end up beating. Wait, what? I forgot the team name. Oh yeah, they do beat AX, and that was pretty much it. And AX they did show considerable. They had potential. Somewhat.
Yeah, definitely.
But they just couldn't keep up with the macro.
I feel like the Renekton was just too much for them, and the Azir was a good pick, and everything like that.
And they just couldn't focus on the objectives. They just didn't. Honestly, they got one dragon, maybe two. I guess they got two dragons, one off a steal and one that they properly contested, and that was pretty much it.
But before we sign off, I have to make one apology. I did slate the Amumu pick quite a lot. So I'm going to apologize for that because it did work out in the end.
It did work out. I mean, that ultimate is... You can never ever underestimate an Amumu.
Yeah, well, I was just more on about the timings of it. But anyway, there's my apology. It was a very
that's pretty much it, guys.
Yeah.
So the next game should be about 6 o'clock. I guess that's the next game. I don't know who's gonna cast this one. I'm not sure.
Well, I definitely gotta grab some water. So
yeah, from Vision and Croc, we peace out. We peace out.